bridge between the second verse and the final chorus is like this. Then you start playing the chords. All I did was, on the second iteration of the C chord, when I hit the high E note, the next note I play is a simple strumming of all the strings, and you just achieve that by curling your hand into a fist and releasing just like that, just rolling them out. Or alternatively, you just play it normally, doesn't really matter. But anyway, so you go. The first chord of the chorus is a G. I play it slightly differently in this song. I play it with an open B string. The way I do that is by putting my index finger on the 3rd fret of the high E string, rolling my thumb over the guitar neck and putting that on the 3rd fret of the low E string to give this sound. Now, you can just as happily play any other kind of G. Doesn't matter, this is just the way I play it because I like the sound of open strings. Sorry, I shouldn't be using a pick. This is a D suspended 4th, if I'm not wrong. Don't kill me if I am. And it's a really nice chord. I really like the sound of it. It's quite an obscure-ish chord. You could play a D instead, I guess, but I really like the sound of this D suspended 4th. And it's played with your ring finger on the 5th fret of the E string, pinky on the 5th fret of the A string, you have your middle finger on the 4th fret of the D string, then you have an open G string, and 3rd fret on the B string with your index finger, and then an open E string. That's a D suspended 4th. The next chord is an E minor, and that's just played the standard E minor way. And then a C, which is also played in the same way. And that's the first 4 chords. The second 4 chords are a bit more mixed up. I found this G chord whilst trying to write up this cover for this song, and I just fell in love with it. It's just a really nice, soft and soothing chord, and again, it's got open strings. The way I played this G chord is, no, let me think about this. Okay, so it's the 10th fret of your ring finger on the low E string, 10th fret of your 10th fret on the A string with your pinky, then it's the 9th fret with your middle finger on the D string, and then your index finger is on the 7th fret of the high E, hence leaving the B and G strings open. It's a nice G chord. Then I would go back down to a D suspended 4th. Then it's an E minor again, and what I do for the E minor is I play exactly the same notes that you usually play, but I play them an octave higher. So, say E minor is usually 2nd fret A string, 2nd fret D string. Instead of that, I play it on the 14th fret of the A string and 14th fret of the D string, and it sounds like this. It's a very subtle difference, but I quite like it. And then back to a C. And that's the whole 8 chords for the final chorus, and that's the order they played in. Now the strumming is like this. So it's quite soft, it's very soft strumming. It just gives that extra feel to your song. finally the ending. It's a simple bridge between the final C chord to a G. Now, the way I play it is with a few hammer-ons and pull-offs with my index finger and my pinky, and they are as followed. So even slower it goes. Now you can play the C chord as many times or as few times as you like. You could, after the first one, you could transition straight to the G. You could do it after 4, 8, however many you feel like, whatever floats your boat really. And that's it. It's the end of the song. That's the end of the tutorial. I hope it was useful. The structure of the song will be in the description. If you liked it, be sure to leave a thumbs up. A comment would also be very useful, telling me what you liked, what you didn't like, just some feedback in general. That way I can improve in my technique of teaching, and hopefully you guys will find it easier to learn next time. If you do want to see more of these, I'll be uploading them regularly, so feel free to subscribe. Here is a link to my version, if you haven't seen it yet, and hope you enjoy. Finish my video now, so you can go make as much noise as you want.